Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this June the 2nd, 2025. I'm hoping everybody had a great Monday out there so far. Everybody has a great Monday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather, because the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at this system right here across the Cuba, the Florida Keys, Northwest Bahamas, and also the Central and Southern Florida region. And this system here do have a chance of becoming something tropical off the southeast coast. They do have a chance possibly to become a tropical depression. Could even become our first tropical storm of the season. I will continue to monitor this as we get closer to the event, but this system here needs to be monitored because there could bring some precipitation to portions of Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina as it continues to push on off to the north and east. Alright, we got another system over here in the Four Corners region, over here around New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, portion of Colorado, also in the Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas and Nebraska region, stretching all the way into Minnesota. Also saw across South Canada, across Mexico, Central America. Also got more activity across South America as well, also in the Atlantic coastal waters, and more activity in the Eastern Pacific. Alright, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue to get the show on the road here, folks. Alright, you can see here we got some thunderstorms and showers across southeast Canada, stretching back into Lake Superior, Lake Huron, northern Michigan, to Minnesota, to Wisconsin, to South Dakota, to portions of Wyoming, Montana, South Canada, all the way through Nebraska, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, California, Utah, all the way across Louisiana to Alabama to Georgia, South Carolina, Florida region, and then portion of the coastal waters of the Atlantic, Northern Gulf, also into portions of Iowa region as well. We got some severe weather and some heavy rain and flash flooding from Texas to Oklahoma to Kansas to Missouri up to Iowa, and also into portion of Wisconsin and Illinois region as well. Some flash flooding, heavy rain over South Florida as well. Got mixed precipitation possible over portion of Utah, Colorado, Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, and also northern Montana regions as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Tuesday. Alright, here's your Wednesday outlook. You can see we got thunderstorms and showers across southeast Canada, around Toronto, Ottawa, Canada, portion of New Brunswick to Maine, to portion of Vermont, New York State, to Lake Huron, Lake Superior, Michigan region, to Wisconsin, all the way down to Kentucky, South Carolina, North Carolina, Outer Banks, Florida, Florida Keys, to Louisiana, to Texas, to New Mexico, to Arizona, to Nevada, Utah, through the Dakotas, Nebraska, portion of Montana, and Wyoming regions as well. Also got some mixed precipitation, portion of Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, and Utah also expected in those areas also. Alright, otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Wednesday. Alright, let's move on to our watch and warning advisory map for your location across the nation. Alright, it should be coming up here in a minute. Here we go. Alright, we got some air quality alert for upstate South Carolina, a little bit in portions of Ohio, portions of Wisconsin, much of Minnesota, special weather statements and red flag warnings for northern Michigan, also Wisconsin, also in the portion of Minnesota. Severe thunderstorm watches have been posted from Minnesota to Iowa to Nebraska to eastern Wyoming, Colorado, also in the North Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas region as well. A lot of severe thunderstorm warnings in the yellow from Oklahoma to Kansas to Nebraska to eastern Wyoming to portion of Minnesota. Flood watches have been posted for Missouri to Kansas to Oklahoma to North Texas, also a little bit of portion in New Mexico. Even got some river flood warning for portions of Arkansas, Mississippi, Louisiana, East Texas. Also, red flag warning is also in effect for portions of northern Michigan. Also, northern California and northern Michigan. Frost advisory for a couple counties, western Montana, and one county with a winter weather advisories. And also along the Florida coast, we have a special marine warning, small craft advisory, gale warning, storm warning from California to Washington State, Central and South Hawaiian island chain island, that is, can't get it out there. For the central and south, central north looks good, also around the Alaska region, and also some wind advisory inland of Alaska. Alright, let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center outlook. This is for your Tuesday. Alright, you can see we got general thunderstorms over portion of Montana, Wyoming, to portion of California, Arizona, New Mexico, to Texas. Then again from southeast Louisiana to southeast Georgia and much of Florida. Marginal risk from Texas all the way to portions of Marquette, Michigan. Also, then we got a slight risk from portions of Abilene all the way up to just south of La Crosse, Wisconsin. Tornado probability looks like this. 2% from near Milwaukee all the way down to Wichita Falls. Damaging winds look like this. There it is, 5% in the brown from Fort Stockton all the way up to Marquette, Michigan. There's that from central Texas all the way to southwestern areas of Wisconsin. Large hail looks like this from just south of Marquette to east of Fort Stockton. Then from Abilene to Tulsa, 15% risk area for large hail. Alright, let's move on to day number 3. Alright, general thunderstorm from portion of Southern California, Nevada, to portion of Texas, all the way up to North Dakota and portion of Minnesota, to all the way up to Michigan, portion of Watertown, Buffalo area, Columbia, South Carolina, pointing south toward the Florida Keys. Marginal risk from eastern areas of New Mexico into Pueblo, Colorado. Colorado. Then again from portion of Illinois into Detroit, Michigan. Probability looks like this. 5% in the marginal risk area. Let's move on to day number 4. I got to see where the severe weather, but we do have some more highlighted here. Okay, you can see day 4. We got some from Wichita to Liberal to Woodward, also to Amarillo and Lubbock, Texas area. More severe weather. Alright, day 5, predictability too low. Day 6, same. Day 7. And day number 8. Alright, here's a look at the tropics. We'll take a look at the tropical weather outlook. As you can see, this was 8 p.m. There's that system here. Right now it has a 0% over the next 48 hours. Next 7 days, you can see it off the Florida coast to the North Carolina Outer Banks. Possible development. 48 hours, 0%. 10% in the next 7 days. Non-tropical area low pressures forecast to form or near the offshore of the southeast U.S. coast during the next 2 to 3 days. If the system remains offshore, the low could gradually develop some subtropical or tropical characteristic later this week while moving northeastward at 10 to 15 miles per hour. So this is our first system to watch. Would not be surprised to see this become a tropical depression off the southeast coast and then move away from the eastern seaboard later on down the road. So alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like the video, share the video, and we'll catch you back in the next one. So have a wonderful Monday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because the only weather you got.